We right here per your request. Now you stuck in them shoes. No alliances with Gil, but still fuck him too. Before we start, to the fans, we uncomfortable too. Here on YouTube, feeling like y'all because we got love for the dude. But now our page blowing up, they like what y'all gonna do. Show the world you shouldn't poke some men with nothing to lose. All of this just because we wasn't in love with his views. Whatever happened, I just know they got us fucking confused. Hey.
Well, this AJ, Geraldine, I'm Super Dope Keys.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the arena where we pull no punches. We hit you with straight facts and hard truth. Welcome to the Chin Check.
Hey, guard your grill.
What's up, y'all? Man, this last week, it's just been crazy with the comments on our last segment on Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
Fans.
More or less responding to his fans, and it kind of put me in that space. Like it reminded me dealing with music, how like you see, like it seems like you can't approach certain artists or you can't say anything about certain artists because the first thing that people do when you do is they start mentioning like, oh well, their net worth is this, or they got this many albums sold, or they got this many views on YouTube, or they got this many streams. So you can't hold them to standard if you're below that. And it's kind of like the same thing on this with Kwame Brown, where I feel we made an honest observation. Like we just pointed out, what we thought that maybe he was doing hypocritical or whatnot. And then it turned into that. Like almost every comment is, oh man, well, how come you guys only have 130 subscribers and he has however many millions or whatever the hell he has? I don't know. Right. But I don't know. It's just weird. It just seems like we're at that same spot with Kwame Brown. He's beyond reproach.
The funny thing is,
Go.
Right. People pointing out like, aren't y'all a bust? Because y'all, you want to call him a bust? Y'all a bust. Look at how many followers and views you got. We just started. No one called Kwame a bust out the gate. We gave him a couple of years, 12.
And that's the thing too. And I tell people, like, for us to be a bust, I say the way you can say that we be a bust as YouTubers is say somebody put 64 million into this channel. And say 13 years later, we only had 138 subscribers.
13 years later, I was like, hey, y'all, this is the farewell right now. We did it. We tried. We blew 64 million.
Yeah, I go right on that last show, too, eating crab and everything.
No TV show, no billboards,
nothing.
No followers.
64 million.
But we had 64 million.
So pretty much it's like we don't have any expectation to be a bust. And it's damn sure not millions of dollars behind us for that expectation.
Correct.
So,
Mr. Pike, and we had money behind us like that.
Yeah.
Man, that would be awesome.
And I'd be sitting there, I'd be talking just like Kwame. If that was the case, I'd be like, 64 million a bust, and everybody need to be a bust then. I'd be talking that same shit too. Have you swindled somebody out of 64 million? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But true. Yeah, it's been a lot of back and forth, just comments, and I respond to the people as best I can.
There's love and hate out there though. That's the cool thing about it. It's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the greatest thing about it, is that we have hate and we have the same amount of hate we have love too. That's all.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like, we can't be the only ones that feel this way. Correct. And I think it's crazy that one of the other big insults, if you will, is people be like, okay, you guys are just doing this for attention, or you just want to get on using his name.
Clickbait.
And it's like me seeing YouTube, I can see that the thing to do, if you do want those type of views and you want that attention, it would actually be to do the opposite and probably just post Kwame Brown videos and shut up.
That's true.
people
Because
do
that
that.
seems to be blowing people's pages up. And essentially what we did is pretty much we looked at however many subscribers, fan base, whatever Kwame has, and we pretty much told all of them, fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
So if this was for attention, if our opinion or whatever people have against our opinion was for that purpose, then I think we would go the other route because that seems to be way more beneficial out the gate.
Well, we should have did a reaction video then. We could just
To what?
watched it.
To what?
To anything. Just
Of
get that
Kwame
clickbait going, and we just sit
Right.
there.
And that'd be the thing. You just have your little picture up in the corner and have Kwame Brown video running it like he didn't stream it already, and people are subscribing. All you got to do is just ride his job.
I'll throw in a
That
couple yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what they do too. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the
Right.
point.
Wow.
You see that point is leading into what? A message. You see it?
Man, yeah. So it's just been crazy, but man, I appreciate. I mean, regardless, I still appreciate it all because I think it's a good way to bring up or provoke conversation, and that's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
I think when somebody like Kwame Brown has a platform and they have the audience, then I think they're responsible to even more. I shouldn't say more, but they're definitely responsible for the things that they say and what they put out and being hypocritical and all that. And I think with Kwame, it's just gotten to the point to where people don't pay attention to any of that. They just pretty much let him run. Yeah, he'll say one thing one day and he'll say another thing the next day, and it totally contradicts what people say his overall message is as far as when it comes to speaking up for Black people or doing work for the community and all that. And yeah, I just think that like when we start putting these people in that position where we're looking at them like leaders, there got to be a standard. And it's just like with hip hop. I always felt the same way. Like if you're going to say that these dudes is the top, then it should be a standard. They should be giving us something for that. They should be checking their bars and everything. And it's the same thing with Kwame. I'm pretty much saying like, they can check your bars. You know what I'm saying? The bars are suspect. They're not hitting. And people are mad at that. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, if you use that metaphor, he's not our standard, the standard of rapper. So you can't do that. He'll be like the overnighter type stuff.
One hit wonder.
Yeah,
but that's the thing though. That's the thing though. Modern day, the one hit wonders are the ones that are like the public is not sending these motherfuckers away after the one hit.
Yeah, that's true.
The public has the thing is public don't have as much control like they did back when we had to buy tangible physical items, right? It's all streaming and you put the money behind it and you keep pushing it. Now it's on TikTok, it's got a catchy hook. Now you like it. It's like it gets force fed to you so much that you know what, that mumble stuff ain't that bad. I like it. Like after a while, like it happens.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like with Kwame. It just feels like mumble rap.
Not all mumble rap is. Some is good, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just okay. So can we have some standard? It's like you can't say anything about Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
While he could talk about anybody, whoever, however, whenever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say something about Kwame, then all of a sudden, man, just the shit people were saying was just crazy. Like we was whitewashed and all kinds of shit. This one chick hopped on and it was saying something like, "I dare you guys speak on a masculine man." Like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I can see why Black women make such bad choices in Black men. Like, if you think this shit that he's doing is masculine, like everything. Oh my god, man. See, I'm trying to keep it as respect because I didn't really want to make it as much about Kwame, but this is his fault. It's his fault that he has these people so by the damn throat.
Yeah, but you can't blame him per se. You have to blame them because it's their actions.
And they're usually influenced.
They say. It's his fault for throwing the rhetoric and the abusive banter, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But
So I guess it's their fault because they're not seeing it. And it's not so much as a thing to even
yeah,
take away from Kwame, but I think people should be like, yo, man, like, okay, if you do like his message so much, then
mm,
he should be encouraged, maybe more so towards that, like when he's stepping off, that square, people
yeah,
should be like, yo, man, this ain't it. What I'm saying? You were just telling us, you a weak weasel and you whitewashed and white zaddy this and white zaddy that and stuff, but then you over here talking about this man's skin tone as an insult. Or you over here talking about this man's black mama, or it's like you gotta hold people to standard.
yeah,
We have black leaders and they carry themselves in a different way. And I think with black people, we too quick to propel people to these levels of where we're looking at them like leaders or and all this shit. And it's just like, man, some people like they just have good ideas and then you need to leave it at that. Like it's a one hit. Like he
Right.
had a good idea with the trading and coding in schools and stuff. That was his one hit wonder. Then you leave it at that because everything outside of that, it's a lot of nonsense.
correct.
A little malarkey.
Yeah, but
I
can
won't
you?
stand for it.
Tag team drop, whoop, there it is. When we ain't still pushing these motherfuckers, telling people don't
Nope.
talk about tag team or none
Yeah,
of
the
that.
tag team came back though. On
What?
that commercial, Scoop, there it is. Did you see that commercial? That shit was fire.
Yeah,
Prince Willa, Rocky Road.
yeah,
Scoop,
it was.
there it is.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, they're making a comeback.
Man. I don't know. We used to just put one hit wonders away and stuff when they didn't live up to standard. And it just seemed like we're just hanging on to all our one hit wonders. And we're quick to put down our legends and people that actually do more. Every day I'm on the internet, I see people, man, they hard on Westbrook. They critique every move LeBron James does. Like, and LeBron, especially, for example, he's scrutinized down to the fucking every moment of his life. He's scrutinized for losing finals and all that. And that's supposed, and every game he's playing for his damn legacy. And we have that extreme to where we can't acknowledge how great LeBron is, for example. But then you go to Kwame Brown and we're supposed to just shut up and give him kudos just because he made it into the league as a poor black kid. As if every fucking black kid in the damn NBA, probably like 9 out of 10, every one of them got the same damn hard coming up story as Kwame Brown.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not getting people's logic on it. And then it's funny in a sense, but then it's kind of sad because it's just like we're not saying anything to distract from whatever good message you think he has. We're pointing out that he's just wildly inconsistent, and you got to be careful with people like that. What'd you say?
And he's doing it during Black History Month.
Yeah, too. He said, I see something. Yeah, he said
it's facts.
He was just threatening some niggas online not too long ago.
He was.
He
I think everybody seen that because that shit was kind of dark.
No, I don't watch his neck. I don't watch him. He's too negative for me, so I don't watch him.
Yeah, right. His stuff pops up, and it comes up, and you be like, man, let me see what this dude talking about, and so maybe we tripping. Let me see what he's talking about. And man, he was mad at old girl for saying he chose violence, but he damn sure chose violence today.
That man really never chooses violence. He just wants to talk. His violence is talking, not trying. See,
but I'm
gonna retract that because we're going towards his fans. So let me shut up. But
yeah.
But to play devil's advocate,
okay.
When you were talking about that, people are looking for a leader, like like a Malcolm X, like a Martin, like. It's hard because they kill the smart ones. They kill off, or they stop them like Riz. You know what I'm saying? Riz Islam. You see how they cutting him down. They chopping every time he goes on Instagram. He goes on YouTube. they're canceling him. He's on the I forgot what they call it, the list, you know, what the FBI put out. He's on there.
Word?
Huh?
Damn, for
Terrorist.
real?
Yeah, terrorist. Yeah, he is. And the Nation of
Wow.
Islam. And so it's
Wow.
hard. So when somebody
And
speaks up, and even though they're not speaking with knowledge, they're not speaking with care, people just gradually go for that because they need it, because that's how we were raised, that's what we grew up on. We always have a leader, and that's what I feel like is with Kwame Brown. It, you know what I'm saying, just think about it. You are watching him before everybody started targeting him, right?
naturally, yeah.
So he wasn't big, so nobody really knew. But then when everybody started targeting him and he just rose up, like that nigga was like a messiah, and he was just knocking niggas off to Charlemagne, having them apologize to everybody at ESPN. It felt like he was, that's the man. That's who we need to stand up and follow.
Yeah, and I can see that. And I was with most of his points that he was making. I didn't agree with how Stephen A, you know, aggressively you know, kind of calls out black players and how he harps on black players. So, and I totally thought the way that Stephen A carried Kwame through most of his playing career, I kind of thought that was over the line. It was really disrespectful. I agree with that. I agree with Charlemagne. Charlemagne came out and put out some info. Supposedly Kwame didn't even know about his dad and all that. And
oh yeah, that was crazy. They did
yeah,
that.
and I think a lot of that, and I think he had point to that, but it's like, okay, it's once you go off of your message and everything, that's when I started having a problem. Like the whole show just started getting too silly and real remedial and immature. He got one of his homeboys making fake Sway God videos of, you know, songs and shit to make fun of the different people that he has riffs with, and then he plays them like 20 times a show, and then it just like it gets ridiculous after a while. Yeah. And it's just like, you know, you got to make sure that you don't let that silly shit completely distract you from what you do or what you're doing well or whatever your purpose is. And I think like he focused more on what you would say the negative, because I really don't think people really care as much if he's not offering that entertainment value of, you know, constantly going at Stephen A and, you know, making fun of Matt Barnes and who else he has, Tommy Sotomayor and your boy Hassan Campbell, you know. Yeah, it's like people, that's what people are really gravitating to, and then he puts a cap on it by going into like some, oh man, I'm a hell of a nigga type rant and everything, and then that shit just seems to do it. It seems to get the hose wet. I don't know, but yeah, I just for me personally, that's what kind of put me away when he really got away from the message, and then it all just kind of became foolish.
Very, very foolish. Okay, so speaking of the female gender, let's talk about the Holy Trinity.
Oh yeah, your girl.
Yes, Venus Williams.
Girl,
I had to move up. Venus Williams.
Yeah, see, you up in there. You got the glossy shine on your face.
Oh man, how did she do that? So
yeah,
how did she do that?
Have Venus Williams. Report came out that she's still a virgin at 41. That's pretty much been the story that's been circulating.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, because you know, modern day, ain't nobody waiting. These females are giving that. These females are giving that thing up. So, but she's 41, and I think it's really dope though. I mean, she's a Jehovah's Witness, so they say that she believes totally in, you know, that, and she swears by not having sex until she gets married, and I think that's great. That's probably a thing that I would say women should probably get more back to.
That's amazing.
We get back into that family structure.
Everybody has to do it though. It's not gonna work if the women's doing it and the men's like, no, deal breaker. But now they're gonna end up, you know, breaking down, like, okay, I want to keep this guy, and he likes me, because that's a lot of women be thinking like that. To make him like me or make sure that he likes me, I'm allowing him to go further and do this with me. A lot of women have that mindset too.
Yeah.
Just like getting pregnant to try to keep the man, they have that mindset as well. So some people believe if they go ahead and have sex, then that relationship will commence, or they'll stick around if they really like them.
Yeah. So for her to keep that whatever, that moral value or whatever, it's pretty incredible. But then it brings up another question though.
What's that?
And I'm like, man, wow, that's great. But what's the value in 41-year-old virgin coochie? Is that the same?
I bet it's super high if there's like a 40-year-old virgin man, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's never had it, she's never had it. It's probably high on his list. He's willing to wait to get married.
Well, I'm just saying, you get with a 41-year-old sister, you waiting.
They're not gonna let you wait anyway. Like, if you're already, let's say if you're the male and you a 40-year-old virgin and she thinks you're fine, you got everything going for you.
But I'm talking about other way around though.
Around.
For example, not Serena, Venus. You waiting?
I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna say I'm waiting because he's attractive, right? And look, getting hot and heavy, and it's in that moment. Whew, I haven't had blue balls since I was 12.
Really?
Man, I don't know. And it's not. I'm saying
you start losing your mind. Like, if you get that swell up and actually have that sting from blue balls as an adult,
man,
I don't think
you
I can
tripping. I don't know. And I get in some zones. I've never had blue balls. I don't know what that's like. Shit, I got these. I don't know how y'all niggas be doing it. Shit, as long as I got the oven mitts, nigga, I'll never have blue balls. I don't know what y'all talking. Shit, they tripping.
I got hyperactive nuts. I have blue balls in the moment.
They
don't happen later. It happens right there. As soon as they say, maybe we should wait, my balls turn blue.
Dean got an insatiable sexual appetite. That motherfucker be in the room.
Let me squeeze a titty, right?
Man.
Wow.
But I don't know, man. Because I don't know. Like, okay. Serena Wood. I keep saying Serena. Damn. Venus Williams. I mean, she's pretty and all, and but she ain't. Like, you waiting? Like, that's. I mean, like, she's your cute. Like, I think like she's like your cute average sister. Like, and those girls are.
You want to get to know someone. I'm definitely agreeing to wait at the beginning, because you talk about these things. That's the warm up of the dating situation. They let each other know how I like it from the back. I like to wait till I'm married. Okay, we're gonna try your way out as long as possible. Well, she probably end up breaking up with me.
These girls out here is fucking. Okay. 41 years old and she ain't gave that thing up yet. That shit ain't happening.
Okay, look. 40. Venus, right? Me, if it was my religion, I could wait. If it's just me.
You.
Does she have the money, or is she just regular?
She's Venus.
If she's Venus, yeah, I'm waiting.
Hell no.
I'm waiting. What?
I don't know, but that's like the only. But you got.
Okay, so she's a random that you're trying to get to know.
Hell no.
No.
You ain't got to finish the question. Hell no.
No, I got to finish the scenario. Don't just say no. So
okay, go ahead.
She's basically Venus without a tennis career.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got the religion. She's 41. She's beautiful. Got the right amount of milk chocolateness to him. And date 2, they tell you, You know, they don't usually they're waiting until they're married. They don't have no children.
Date 2 would be the last date.
She's 40 and
41 years old, and she ain't giving that thing up.
She ain't getting that. No, I don't know, because if she want to have kids, that's a scary situation.
Yeah, it's called a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 41 is definitely them eggs is dry.
Yeah, that's a scary thing because something can happen to her.
She's athletic and everything. She's good. She's good. Like what?
No, 40 high risk though. You still high risk.
They're high risk, but what if her egg count is good? They said
for egg count is good. Yeah, I'm taking it.
And she just gotta wait until she's married. Like there's no like in the back of your mind, what is adult virgin vagina golden unwrapped? You breaking the seal? Like you don't feel that? No.
I'll give her like if it's not Venus tennis career, I give her like 3 months. But after that, no.
All right, Steve Harvey.
3 months.
Something like that. Yeah, 3
man,
months.
These girls is fucking now. What are you? 3 months. Yeah, if you took away Venus tennis career, 3 months, girls like that are fucking for nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying if she is she isn't. Just think about it. Just think about it. Look at it.
No.
You turn into the SpongeBob meme. You're like, all right, I'm out.
No, the girls that look
I'm out.
That's on the same level look wise as Venus Williams are fucking.
I'm holding out, trying to
but some are not though. Some are not just fucking. Just
I'm gonna hold out.
Yo, these girls'
personality is not that great. Then I learned something. Only problem is, I think sex is a very important aspect of a relationship. And if you're with an inexperienced person, right? And I mean, you could essentially, they can essentially mold to you, and you all can like have like a good sexual chemistry, but they could be trash. Because
I like my bitches ran through a little bit.
They don't know how to ride. They don't know how to roll. They don't know how to throw it back. They don't put their arch in the back. Now they sit like this, and you can't put it in the back.
That's why, you know what I'm saying? But that's why we're adults here, right? So you're gonna talk to her. You're gonna explain her, look, if we're gonna be together and we're gonna get married, you're gonna have to start watching pornos. You're gonna have to start.
Oh, fuck that! Get your girls ran through. That's why. That's
scare her away. This is what I like.
Right? I like my girl with a little bit of hole in her pants.
Into this.
No, see, you saying with a hole. Okay, we're going off subject, but I'm gonna take it there. You saying with a little hole, right? Most of these girls that are hoes, they just lay on their fucking back anyway.
Yeah,
they don't do shit.
You don't need a hoe.
We do majority of the work.
You need a freak, not a hoe. What's the difference?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Right. So if you're a virgin,
my dick's up,
you can't be a virgin and a freak. Those are mutually exclusive. You can't be both. You can't be a virgin and you like, when I'm ready though, I'm gonna let it loose and do everything. No, you can't.
You could.
It's uncomfortable to have sex the first time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you trying to do now you flip your ass over. I told you. I didn't sit you down and talk to you and explain to you what I like. Did you watch the porno? Mm-hmm. I'm about to use my fist. Come on now. Let's.
Have y'all ever been with a virgin?
I've never been with a virgin because I didn't like.
Have you ever been with a virgin?
Yeah.
I've never been with a virgin.
Yo,
the only virgin I've ever been with was the first time I ever had sex, and that's 11. That really don't count. So besides
that shit count.
I've never. But besides that,
what you doing at 11? Little fast country nigga.
Big nasty.
You country niggas is nasty as hell, man.
Wow.
Country niggas is nasty. Y'all motherfuckers. You fucking at 11. I was playing with toys. What you doing?
Man, that's that St. Louis life, bro.
Man, I guess so.
That's the whole show me state model. Show me.
Yeah, show me.
Man, at 11. Shit. That's
outrageous.
But besides that, no, I've never been with a virgin because I always heard scary stories. And then I know I don't like women being clingy to me. Just think about it. She a virgin. She's gonna be super clingy, especially if you hit her with that dick right. She gonna be.
That's the thing. You ain't no hitting a virgin right.
You can't. Not the first time.
Oh my god! I hate to go there. Like,
no, go there because I don't know.
It's terrible. It's not cool, and this is why you need your girls ran through a little bit. Like, It's just not. It's not a fun experience. So imagine getting with a woman that'll live 4 decades.
Now, here's the
She has to
thing.
be fucking weird as hell. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, how do you get a 41-year-old that ain't never got it in?
So,
How
here's
do
the
you get?
thing.
That's
It-
crazy.
It could be cool if she's never been penetrated virgin, but she's done some other things. Like her head game's on point. Probably not.
Nah.
She's not married.
I have heard that motherfuckers that be trying to hold on to their virginity and keep the body count off and everything. I do hear that they do substitute with some head
Different
game.
holes. Yeah.
See?
So then I wonder if she's doing that. She might have
she might make them tennis ball sounds.
And then shit, her head job might be fire too, though.
Yeah.
Her head job might be fire, boy. Just
Man. Now,
Like,
if that's
it's so
the case,
great that you're
all right,
willing
now
to
we talking about
wait.
something
It's
else.
so great you're willing to wait.
Yeah, okay. But if she's like real, like nothing.
holy.
Nah. But if she giving you some of that tennis racket smacking and shit on you,
sloppy tennis racket smack.
okay. Yeah, all right. Man, she be like, trust me, you can wait, and she, she serve your shit. Man, oh
Right.
man.
He be like, oh, that's a volley right there, baby.
Right. Yeah, okay. That would make sense. Cause man, I couldn't imagine. That's just me. I just couldn't imagine. I don't know.
That's a love right there. That's a love. That's a tennis love right there. She can all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can wait 3 months for that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm getting some of that tennis racket. I can wait 3 months then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, that's tough.
But that's why you will talk.
Like if I was getting a tennis racket, I'll be good with just getting a date. So when is this happening? Let's mark the date.
That is wild though to just even think about. Like, and if she ain't giving it up now, and she ain't found a husband at 41, like, man, can you, man? I mean,
but that goes into maybe her personality or what her standards are.
Yeah.
Let me show you something real quick. What is this might tell you. You may want to know.
My family with something. I'll be right back.
Huh?
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait to bring it up till he come back.
Okay.
But yeah, man, just imagine. I just can't imagine 41 years and just if she ain't found somebody yet, then that's just crazy. Because at 41, you really are who the hell you are. There's no more than that, and this girl's a millionaire.
That's true.
She's plenty of all that, which I'm sure, independent black woman and all that. Like, I just can't imagine that unless she really is on a religious type of thing. I just couldn't imagine her modern day being like wife material at 41.
Her life is different from ours. It's not like she gonna see people every day on the street. So it take a moment for her just to even probably date and find somebody. Because she can't just walk around, go to the grocery store and stuff like that. People gonna maul her and shit like that.
Yeah, so maybe. But yeah, I don't know. That's just a tall task. I don't know. Yeah. Like, oh wait. Let me see. You guys want me to I'll hit the intermission and I'll wait for Gerald to get back. So then that way I can go to these stills or probably something that's wrong in this equation. So we'll be right back if anybody's watching.
Yeah, let's go to intermission real quick. All right.
Not bad. We'll be back out.
Look, while we wait for Geraldine, I just have to say, I'm looking at the comments. Michael Ben, homeboy say a career average of 6.6. Why even bring this loser up?
Man, and it to Mike, it wasn't a thing really about bringing him up, but it was just really about the people that have a problem with what we've been talking about in regards to him. But I mean, sometimes I mean, especially when addressing his fans, you can't help but address facts on Kwame Brown. Like, you can pull up what he's done, you can pull up what he does on YouTube. It's just like, it's all facts. Like, it ain't coming from a hating place. Like, we're speaking for the most part. There's people that used to watch his shit and he just got inconsistent and we just let it go. And we don't have no problem telling people. And apparently we're not the only ones that feel the same way.
Yeah. There you go. I can't say it no better. Look at Miss Banks. Look how she replied.
Yeah. Probably to the 41-year-old version. So. Man. Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody coming through on the comments and all that, man. Man.
Yeah, I really appreciate everybody supporting us. I appreciate you even putting a comment down, watching.
Yeah, we need it. And they gotta make sure y'all subscribe. Don't just comment. Subscribe, like the video, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't know what Dean is doing. We're gonna go on without him.
Yeah, so before we go on, look, you can subscribe on YouTube. You can subscribe. Look, I'm stuttering. You subscribe on Facebook. Hit them likes. Yeah, hit them comments, please. We appreciate everybody. All right, let's go on. Let's go to the next topic.
Oh, well, shoot, really? Let's do this then. Because I really wanted to get into this, but I wanted his opinion on it. Because we were talking about, as far as her being 41. Yeah. And then still ain't giving it up and maybe thinking like, damn, is she marriage material? And I think you had said something about we go to pull this hold up. But this is one of the things that stands out the most to me with females. We all know this from high school. Boom. What do you notice? What do you notice wrong?
She gave him a white man kiss.
What do you see in this area?
It's weird. Like, she's holding.
Okay. Hold on. Because that's that one. They a little down. This is the one.
God damn. What's up with this white man kiss? The face, what they call the face,
her eyes open. Why are they open?
Yeah, that too. Because she don't trust him.
That's red flag like a motherfucker, dude. You remember females just do this shit, and for some reason you open your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You see this motherfucker staring at you all crazy and just man.
That too.
Yeah, that's just creepy.
So I think it's two things. Just the eye thing. I ain't even pay attention. I just straight went for the
I don't know what the fuck's going on right here. Can you see my cursor or my mouse moving?
No, I can't see it. But what you talking about?
The mouth. Look around the mouth area. I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
that
that's
is.
what I'm saying. That's the sorry if I'm off camera. I don't know what the hell he doing.
Yeah, what is that?
That's why she probably got her eyes open like, what the fuck wrong with you, homeboy?
Possibly because he doing that shit all wrong.
She just probably I think she need like a nerdy black dude.
He looks like he numbs on the coochie. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Somebody's probably still a virgin. She not like her sister. Like she's just like.
Yeah, because you got to give a motherfucker to give you that tongue right and shit. That'll open up your whole perspective. Maybe like, man, I need to go ahead and give him some of it. She can kiss like this because even when you scroll down the that page, it's like ain't no brothers. So she definitely.
I can understand how, like, I love all races, but I can understand like they probably did her dirty. If look how black people did Serena. Like she was with Common. Common was trash to her. Drake was trash to her. Like,
but I mean, we don't
know what. I'm just let me say allegedly because it's in the tabloids and it's in like Shade Room. They talked about it, stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I mean, even getting onto that, like, I think relationships, especially when it comes to the celebrities, I think that they're carried completely different because we don't know what type of women they are exactly. Like they really don't portray women in a negative light, regardless of what they do. But we'll always see if Drake is out doing something or say something wrong, or if Common is doing something crazy. Like you see, even with Common, how Tiffany Haddish is dragging him while she's out doing everything and causing all kinds of hell, drunk driving and everything. It's just a different way of how the men are carried. But as far as like the relationship aspect, you don't know what these dudes is dealing with these girls, especially females now. If they can make money, then they're automatically like shit. They don't need a man anyway. So like they're already coming at you off of that type of energy. These girls got millions off of tennis prizes.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine that submission comes with that, like where they thinking about catering to a dude's needs and all that with millions off of tennis money. There ain't no telling what they going through. Shit, Drake was probably like, man, this shit ain't worth it. Especially you get them home out of the magazines and they get to washing their face.
Yeah.
And once they wash the face and they don't look like how they do in the magazine, you like, man, I've been tricked.
Yeah.
Like, man, hell no. Nah. And it's not the shit on them because I don't want people to think like we shitting on black women because black women are the most beautiful, period.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
What can you say?
It's just like, they're cute, but it ain't like, they, and this is my opinion. I mean, they not knocking over the pretty meter and, they ain't sending it through the roof or nothing like that. And especially with a clean face. So it's just like, shit.
Yeah, they're average. Well, I don't, ain't nothing wrong with average.
There's nothing wrong with average. Most of us are average. That's the thing. Females be mad when you tell them they are 6. Like, that's about where you want to be. If you can say 6, definite 7, like, that's exactly where you at. Because when you start getting into 8s, 9s, and 10s, and like, they sell it. Yeah. You damn sure ain't getting no submission out of anything 8 or above. They selling that pussy. Like, that's...
No. Majority of the time, yeah, you can say selling, but a lot of times they are submissive. those are the main ones that be submissive because they already know their power. They already know what they're worth. It's the ones that
Yeah,
are.
they'll submit for a price.
That's why I said, yeah, you're right.
Usually $5.99 on OnlyFans. Then they'll submit. I don't know, these girls today, man, shoot, they at a certain level. They are not the boys back. Yeah, but females get to a certain level, man. They are not.
It's the one that it
They
varies.
figuring out a way to package it.
Yeah, it's varies. It's the ones that make if they make money and they're 9 or 10, yeah, sometimes, yeah, you be like, wow.
Well, that's different, I guess, if they have like if they're more career oriented. But a lot of the time it's so hard now because you see it more and more, especially being in Vegas. These females don't even give it a try. Beautiful girls come straight out of high school and go straight into the strip club.
Yeah. And see, that's what we got. It's hard to judge because towards the South, the West Coast, and then big cities are popular vacation cities. The women are a little different. Because
I have heard that because I hear
go ahead.
I heard like out here in Vegas where like being a hoe is pretty much popular. Like it's almost normal. Like if you meet a girl, you just almost know off top she's probably a hoe. And the way it's glorified out here, it's not the same as like if you go to a city like Chicago, like the way females carry themselves in Vegas. Chicago females would be like, damn, bitch, like I'd be damn, like who the fuck raised you? So I mean, maybe it is depending on location because Vegas is not a good, city
representation, right?
Yeah, because
yeah.
And don't get me wrong, we got pretty girls in Vegas and everything, and we got hardworking women, the whole nine. But man, the overall energy is just like every time I used to click on a female's page, she had a link connected to it. It was just like, damn, how all y'all hoes now? Every one of y'all hoes, like this don't even make no sense.
It's fast, easy money. That's
crazy.
The whole attraction to it. And then they have it, and then instead of using it to like maybe build up some type of retirement plan or money saving plan, as soon as they get it, they're spending it or something. So they got to keep going.
The females think they're gonna be 25 and all that forever for some reason. Then you look up. I think as much hell as people give people for being in their 30s and 40s rapping, the fact that we ain't telling these girls to put their goddamn clothes on in their 40s on Facebook is just crazy. I mean, I see females that's been at this shit for 20 years, like since Facebook started. And I'm like, damn, are you still on that air mattress? If you don't put your clothes on and put in some applications, cut it the fuck out. Like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous in Vegas.
Yeah.
But then I'm wrong. They want to give me 30 days. Point out the truth.
So, my bad. So, recap him on.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to know what I was going to bring this up earlier, but so we were talking about, Venus and, imagining, what kind of personality that is to try to marry at 41 and they ain't never given it up. So then that's where we was at.
Turn that vibrator off too.
Vibrator? What the hell is that nigga doing?
Yeah, because he got his phone on.
That looks like a very uncomfortable kiss on both ends. He like he's trying to do something with the tongue and stuff, and she's just trying to initiate a regular kiss. He
just look like he ain't used to having some lips that big. That's what that is. Well, he ain't had the luscious before. He was like, oh shit, and I'm sorry, but you gotta see them white people lips. I don't know what we go.
Stupid.
Yeah. We're not prejudiced, people.
Yeah, we're not prejudiced, but yeah, a lot of white people are missing lips. That's not my fault.
We're just observing.
That's not my fault. That's an obvious observation. So shit, you get to getting all that soft and.
He's on cloud 9.
Look how he's doing it though. Like, I don't know, man, that's crazy. Like her mouth is closed, actually. I think if you look real close.
That's what I'm saying. She was going like a peck, and he was like, no.
That is terrible chemistry.
Show the other one. Was she on the tennis court?
Love her. She love her some snow. She like to play in the snow.
He little?
Yeah. That's what I said. I was like, man, where you get this little dude
hunch over?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is wild.
Is he a tennis professional or coach or something? Like,
I don't know. It looked like he's standing on his tippy toes.
Right. And he's standing on his tippy toes and she's squatting down.
Oh no, he's flat-footed.
Well, he's flat-footed.
This has been like the worst moment of his life. I think they caught him like right after he came down. And if they'd have caught that picture a second earlier, but yeah, no, we were just pretty much talking about just like at 41, how difficult would that be to step into that? And I just don't see a 41-year-old woman that wouldn't be set in her ways, which would make it damn near impossible to want to marry, which would kind of make it kind of rough for her to give that thing up eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she would be set in her ways. And like I said, they might have to lower the standards or standards that she has for herself. Yeah.
Setting her ways and not giving it up. Can you imagine that?
That's part of being set in the ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You communicate.
I want to know if she's giving that tennis racket now. Damn, that would just totally help this conversation.
That's what the whole livelihood of the relationship.
I know it ain't none of our business, but I mean, damn, like that would just totally help because this shit is. Just imagine a female like these females are fucking at 12 now and shit. So, man, 41. I mean, you gotta be honest. I don't know. Everybody think they got good ass kids and stuff like that. A lot of these people got little hoe camps at their house. I gotta go. What do you have to do? You have the shit?
No, he said you gotta go. I don't know. He's talking to somebody. He probably talked to his wife on the thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
That's what she's about to be. So yeah, go ahead. So let's hit that Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's a Joe Rogan. That's a. I don't know. I have like two feelings on it. Because for one. I'm totally pro freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care. I don't have to agree with you. I don't like you, or I don't have to like you. But just the idea of freedom of speech and being able to get off how the hell you feel and be honest and live in that truth, I'm 100% for that. And so with me, I sent a shout out on Twitter. To say, man, like shout out to Spotify and Netflix, with the controversy that they had going on with Dave Chappelle for not silencing these people.
Correct.
Because we may not agree, but if you don't agree, you can kind of just go away. We're all entitled to how we feel, and we should all be able to, I don't know, express ourselves, and everybody shouldn't be so goddamn sensitive and taking everything so personally.
Yes.
So that's one end. So I'm like, no way in hell. Like, I'm not canceling Joe Rogan, and we're not canceling Dave or Whoopi Goldberg that's going through her ordeal. But that was the thing that was very blatantly obvious, was that when, say, I guess once he put out the podcast and everything, they were mad because of what he was saying about the jab and all that. And he had some qualified doctors speaking on it. And I guess that goes against the mainstream narrative. And you know how that goes. So once all that came out, then they a mixtape or whatever, it started circulating of him saying the N-word.
Yeah.
And to me, when I see that, I think, okay, his podcast, this is over 70 episodes, because fast forward, Spotify ended up removing 70 episodes where he used the word. So this is over 70 episodes of this. His podcast is not being challenged, taken down, or anything. Nobody cared. But then the minute they wanted to attack him based on a different narrative,
Then they
they
brought that.
always do this politically. They try to rope black people in like, oh my God, he said nigger.
Yeah.
And then black people, they get all in their feelings, and then
Up
now
on,
they reel us in like that. And I'm like, no, it didn't matter all those 70 episodes over the years that he was doing it. Don't try to use it now to use it as a way to further destroy him and silence him, because really, like, a lot of people agree with the different viewpoints that he expresses about the whole jab situation. And a lot of people have questions, and really it's ultimately just a thing where, you know, they don't want us asking questions. They just want us following.
Yeah, they want us to be zombies.
But to my other point, when
Or
I was bringing up
lemurs.
right,
lemur.
and when I was bringing up Whoopi, is I brought the thing that I don't like about it, though, is that all Joe Rogan had to do was apologize, and he's good. They took down 70 episodes where he said it, and it's like whatever. He already got the streaming money for it, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, because
that was it.
Not to use I talk about skin color, but he's white, so it's a little bit different.
Right. And with Whoopi,
black person said.
Whoopi didn't even say anything wrong necessarily. Like, she didn't say anything hateful or anything wrong.
No, she didn't.
And she got belittled and suspended for 2 weeks.
Without pay.
Yeah, without pay. Public shaming.
Yep.
And the whole thing. And I just like, that's just like a blatant type of thing that you just kind of see, like how they do it. Like, oh, he says nigger, and it could be taken, and we don't even have the context. All we got is a little mixtape, because for some reason black people are so triggered by nigger. So we don't even know the context of these podcasts. And you know, nonetheless, I mean, whatever, all he had to do was apologize, but it was just it's not looked at the same. And I just wish that when it came to stuff like that, like, hey, you know, if you're going to smoke us out, then, you know, be that way across the board, and then let the chips fall where they may. You know, they should have been, you know, maybe suspended his Spotify account so he couldn't post or something for 2 weeks or something. Like, you know, I would just like to see the same level of treatment. But I mean, that's what happens when you have
the right, and you say the right. What is it? The right to speech, right? The right to. If you're using that and you're judging off of the amendments, right? Then we got to stay with the 3/4 or the 3/5 of a human being. So this is why they judge us like they do. So anything that we say towards between Whoopi and Joe Rogan, Whoopi said basically is two white people fighting against each other, and there's nothing wrong with that, because she said it right.
She said it was a humanitarian issue. It's about how men, or, you know, like, humans don't, you know, value other humans. Correct. She said it wasn't about race, and that's the part that they harped on. Like, oh, it's not about race. Correct. And I think, like, you could take that multiple ways, but I also think that it should be like she should have had a legitimate chance to expound on that. Like, you know, we have to make sure that we're just creating a space to where we can have conversations whether we like them or not.
Yes.
It's not like trying to.
But who knew? I didn't know. Let me put it out there. I didn't know that Jews and Germans were different races. I didn't know, because I thought being a Jew is a religion, right? Am I correct?
Yes. I don't want to misquote these people, and as you know, we getting flagged. No,
because that's what I was finna say. Like, if it is, can somebody please DM me or DM AJ or DM the podcast to explain to us, because I really want to know. I really want to know what's the difference. Like, why did they really do that to Whoopi?
It's a weird dynamic with them, period, because it's just like we're not. It's like we're not even supposed to. We're supposed to like act like they're like some sort of invisible elephant in the room or something. Like we know that they run everything, like all these shows, all these networks, everything. Like we know they run all this stuff, but we're supposed to act like we don't know it. And if we say something, it's quickly taken out of context, and you're silenced. And I just think it's ridiculous that you know, just that's there's nothing wrong with that statement that I think Whoopi put out necessarily. I think it provokes discussion, but I'm wondering why your silence. If you're speaking about Jews and the Jewish, your silence. You can't say it does. But for example, Kanye can come out and say, "Well, slavery was a choice," and that provokes discussion. There's no silence. We're not screaming to take his music off of Spotify and all that. We can have a discussion about slavery being a choice, but we can't have a discussion about the Holocaust and all that.
Because it's different. Because
I know it's different, but I mean, as far as because the thing that they made it about was the fact that she said it wasn't a race issue.
No. I'm talking about the presentation of it. The presentation. Whoopi are talking about whites and Jews, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When he came to Kanye was talking about black people. So think about it. Like he's basically to them, he's basically hurting black people. So it doesn't mean anything. But that message that he's swaying doesn't mean anything. That's better. That's better for them. So we don't have to do this. We just let Kanye keep throwing stupid rhetoric that way. Now, when it came to Whoopi, basically, nigga, you're speaking on something you don't know nothing about.
But she
does. But she doesn't.
Yeah, but she's Jewish.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's a religion. So she's saying it's a religion. It's not a race. But the whole concept behind the Holocaust, Nazis, was race. Building a superior race. Right? The blonde hair, blue-eyed, superior race just happened to be attacking brown-haired Jewish. So so the whole thing behind the Holocaust was race, but what Whoopi was saying is Judaism isn't a race; it's a religion, and it's also a nationality. When you're Hebrew and Jewish, but it's not a race. So she was trying to explain like it was. So the thing is, what she was trying to explain was almost debunking what was happening with the Holocaust. That's the only problem. Like she was trying to explain that it wasn't a race, it's a religion, but the whole Holocaust thing was about race. Now that's so it's like
and I think they just did not appreciate her saying that it wasn't about race, but she said it wasn't about race, and then her next statement was it was a humanitarian thing.
Right.
And I think some people they get to a point to where like they just they get tired of the racial divide that is always being spoken about. So I think she was looking at like, yo, this is a humanitarian thing. Like we have a problem as human beings. Like forget the race. It's more about like how could you look at another person and not value their life past that? And so that's what I'm saying. I think like when you just get hung up like, what? The Holocaust wasn't a race issue, and you don't take the whole phrase, then that's when you have a problem. And then now she's getting 2 weeks off. She's been publicly shamed. She got to go on an apology tour. And it's just like, man, we're just getting to this point to where we can't have any discussions. There's just a straight line that you're supposed to think. There's things that you're supposed to say, and then that's it. And I don't know, we got to be careful because that's a dangerous place to get into.
And I'm always looking for something to attack someone with a stature like that, like someone of color with stature as Whoopi or Oprah or someone like that. They want to figure out a way to break them down because Roseanne said what she said, and immediately gets kicked off her show and pushed. I mean, it was super
How do you
racist.
fire Roseanne from Roseanne and still have Roseanne?
It's called the Connors. And then what happened with the Osborne wife, Sharon Osbourne?
Yeah,
When she
Sharon
was
Osbourne.
doing a whole tirade about, well, teach me if it's racist or not, and she's trying to swear that she wasn't racist. And
No, it
Cheryl
was about
Underwood,
a boy from CNN because of the
right?
words he said, and so she was defending him.
Yeah, she was defending him, saying, "I know him, and he's not a racist." And
Mhm.
Cheryl Underwood's like, "You can't tell me how I feel about a situation that I know
Oh,
is a
yeah.
racist situation."
But that's
Yeah.
the thing, and that's my point. It's always up for discussion when it's us.
Right.
When we're the offended, it's always up for discussion.
Yeah,
If it comes up against Jewish, whites, Asians now, shit is getting shut down, canceled.
Yeah.
Any other group.
Nick
gays,
Cannon really got Wild Out back.
Right. Yeah, he said what he said, man. This dude was going around and stuff begging for his, like that's crazy. But when it's us and people say things that could offend us or say things out of context to us, oh, we got to have a discussion around it.
correct.
It's always up for debate. Our safety, the fact that our lives matter,
Right.
all that is, everything is debatable when it comes to black people. And that was the point that I was trying to kind of stress, that I thought that was kind of messed up when comparing the situations with the current people that are going through the cancel culture cycle right now.
Right.
It's crazy to me that that's how you guys treat your ally. Think about it. Whoopi Goldberg. She took a Jewish last name,
Right.
Goldberg. And so you're going to treat your ally like that? Somebody that decided to change their name to you guys to make, you know what I'm saying, to show that, hey, I'm one of you.
And that's why I always stress it don't matter. I always tell black people it don't matter. You can take up their religions, you can carry their Bibles, you can take their names, you can date them, you can fuck them and shit. At the end of the day, you still gonna be a nigga.
That's true. And at first, I didn't think of, look, because you know how my dad raises black, 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 all black, black. But I didn't think that it was really like that until I got really older and I really have, you know, my job, my career that I have now, that if you make them mad, it's you're a nigger. But when you do everything they want you to do, it's, oh, hey, he's the greatest black guy ever. He's cool. He's everything. But as soon as you make them mad,
as a truck driver, as a truck driver, because I mean we both drive. Like when you pull up to certain accounts, certain deliveries, and how they look at you, they do not be expecting a nigga to get out the truck.
Correct. That's true. Right.
I always tell black people, like black people the main ones inviting everybody to the barbecue and all that. I would say, man, like slow down. Remember, it's like shit don't matter. Fuck as many of these white people as you want. You can join all their little cultures, their clubs. You can adapt all their ideals, all that shit. It don't matter. You still gonna be a nigga at the end of the day.
Correct.
So true.
So well, let's look at the comments before we check out of here. Let's see if we have any more comments.
Nothing new.
Comments.
She had commented. She was talking about the dude. She had posted that one. She was talking about his breath stinking and on the kiss.
Okay,
the dude with the open mouth, because that was weird. Her mouth was closed.
Now that I think about it, it looked like she was doing a
Like, oh
no. And he's like,
oh. Yeah, you fucking got too much salad dressing on your you know, what is that, the vinaigrette that come through people's pores and stuff when they eat that real heavy? It's probably one of those vinaigrette kisses.
that sounds awful.
It is best.
Like an aftertaste burp.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's awful.
Yeah. Before we let me see what else. Yeah. AJ, 1 through 5. How's your mental health?
Oh man, I'm cool. You know, shit, every day I'm just trying to stay on point, raise my daughter,
Mm-hmm.
raise my or get my older kids on point, and yeah, man. I mean, I'm cool. Like I really don't have much to complain about. I overall feel pretty blessed.
All right, Geraldine, you
I'm like a. Is it mental health? Oh, mental health.
one
All
through
right.
five.
I'm 1 2 5. I'm good. I'll say 3.5 right now. Just lost my grandma.
I'm
Dealing with
sorry.
that
I
a
didn't
little
hear
bit.
Oh yeah,
Just
condolences
buried
for
her.
that.
And other than that, though, I'm good. Like by tomorrow, I'll be up there with a good old 5. 5.
You say you just need a day.
Well, it's been like a week. She died this day last week, and then we buried her Friday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell your mom I send my condolences.
That's your mom's mom?
No, it's my dad's mom.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Well, still, why you say oh? Like
Yeah, that was a terrible. Oh,
he's
now
like oh,
Yeah, like like
like go ahead and take her
I don't know
away.
your daddy like that, so whatever. Mama's gone. I guess his mama's gone. All right. My
Yeah.
mental health is a 2 now. Like,
I
thanks.
gotta say, rest. I wanted to say too, rest in peace to my friend. I just found out that she passed. Randy Lawson. She had passed
Damn.
away. They don't really have any details, but you might. I think you might know of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she passed away like earlier this week.
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, that was real shocking because yeah, you know, people are just going all
Yeah.
around us, and it's just kind of crazy.
22 is just kicking it off early.
And you know, I don't like to speculate, you know, when people pass, but that's ultimately that's why I like to make sure that we are checking on our loved ones. That's why I like, you know, when Cedric says, "Hey, yo, what's up? Like, how y'all feeling?" You know, we need that type of space, and people need each other, and they need to
Reach
feel
out
safe
and
and wanted and
touch
cared about. You know, yeah, with each other. So.
somebody's hand. All right.
Each other.
Well, I'm a 4. Yeah,
All
I'm a
right.
4. I'm
Okay.
cool.
But that's
That's
better
good.
because I think you were what, you know, point
3.
better because you was like a 2.5.
Yeah, it was bad. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? But I'm learning, you know what I'm saying, to talk to myself, what is the affirmations, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
to pursue on and learning how to decide what I feel when I get a certain information. Like
Pick
I
and
can
choose your
feel
battles.
bad. Huh?
You're picking and choosing your battles differently.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect.
And that's smart. And I just think with like everything that you've been dealing with, just from what you told me, I think you're handling it so great as compared to like when I was going through the same situation. Just how you're dealing with,
Yeah.
man, the way you're doing the co-parenting. Shut up. But it's
You're
just
handling
real,
it
you know,
better
you
now, though.
live and you learn. And I think
Right.
like it's cool that I've been able to kind of like, you know, just, you know, talk to you here and there so you can kind of definitely avoid the pitfalls that I've had, you know, going
I
through the whole
appreciate
separation and marriage and co-parenting and everything. And I just think overall you should just feel really good because just outside looking in, it just looks like you're doing a pretty great job of handling it and not
Yeah.
letting it get out of control
it. Yeah.
like I did because, you know, I was fucking
Also,
up.
that's age and maturity too. So
Yeah, but shit, a lot of us like, man, you get thrusted into these situations. It's like you're not expecting to be divorced and having to figure out how you gonna bounce around your kids and everything. So you're hit with that, and then all of a sudden, hey, the girl that you was messing with, or your ex, your wife, or whatever, she starts throwing a little bit of spite
right.
and everything that she wants to do, her attitude, man, you'd be
Sprinkling some
surprised and shit. That shit
miscommunication,
will take you out of
fight.
your character.
It sure will. It
Yeah.
sure will.
I feel like, look, if we're gonna throw that out there, I feel like if it was just me and her, easy, throw it away. But we have a child,
Right.
and I'm seeing it every day. Like I'm seeing it. Like she's changing. She don't know how to deal with certain situations, and she can't say how she feels because it's already hard for her to talk as it is.
Right.
So that's what messes with my mental health.
Right.
Right. Because the kids in the situation, like they can't comprehend it, even if they wanted to.
Yeah,
And so it's really on us to make sure that they're still in a safe space and that you're keeping everything as normal as possible for them.
correct.
And yeah, it's real difficult. And kids notice the smallest change.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute you
Woo!
separate,
There's
and
so
now
much
you
to it,
guys
Jay.
are in two different houses,
Yeah,
and for some reason you guys' energy aren't combined under one roof, like kids pick up on that, and then they
And
start
then like
changing. They
the
get to,
energy when you're together,
yeah.
opposed to
So they know
separate.
that. Even that's drastic. Like, okay, well, where's mom now? Where's dad now? And
I,
it creates a whole nother dynamic.
look, I can tell you right now. I come to my whatever house, right? I come in, my daughter will grab my hand, take me to her room, close the door, and turn off the light and sit me on the bed. Because basically, at first I thought it was weird, but then I
Mhm.
started thinking about it. I talked to my mom and my father about it. She basically does. She doesn't want me to go,
Right.
so she'll do
You
anything
need to
she
go to sleep
can
there. Right.
for me to
Yeah.
go, for me not to go. That's crazy. That's
Yeah. Because she knows she can't understand it, but she knows she's trying to put it back together. And that's
yeah.
the thing with kids. Like
At
one of the
all
worst
ages,
things
they
for
do
them is
that.
when
Yeah.
they feel like they have zero control
Hmm.
and they're just losing stuff and they can't do nothing. They're just these little beings that just have zero power, zero say so, and everything around them is changing. And it's really drastic. And parents, like, they really got to make sure that even in those separations and all that, like, you're really focused on the kids, because kids start getting sideways really quick in those situations, and it's real
Correct.
easy to lose those different, or for them to feel like either they're at fault or they're
Mhm.
feeling lost and they're just confused, and it just messes them up. They'll start peeing in the bed all of a sudden again, and
Yep.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
And I just think, even in your situation, I just think like you guys have done a better job. I know you've done a better job than what I did initially, because I'm hot headed as hell. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell me anything. And I just think like your poise and your calm and your maturity would just be a great example where you would be able to talk to men from your standpoint going through the same thing. Like, men would need to hear that,
Right.
Yeah.
to just know that they can get through it, because you know they ain't really much for us and shit on our end when it comes down to the divorce and dividing up our kids and all that. Like, there ain't really many spaces where men can talk and kind of express what they're dealing with. It kind of becomes all about what mom feels, and then you got to worry about the kid.
Right.
And meantime and shit, as a man, you kind of like, fuck, you trying to hold everything together and shit, and that shit gets fucking hard.
It
Ain't
gets
no
ridiculous.
ain't no shame in it at all. So I say, man, if anything, I totally salute you for just being a fucking man in the whole situation and really handling it.
I
Because
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
yeah,
Appreciate both of y'all.
Yeah.
Puka, I don't talk to you as much as we do, but when I do, you help me. So I appreciate both of y'all.
oh yeah, definitely.
Sure.
And that'd be my advice to anybody, man. Like, just with everything going on, we're always losing people, man. Like, hold your people close. Like,
Right.
every day is not
And get them life
promised.
insurance.
Right, that too.
No, I'm
Get your
serious.
ass. Get
Thought
your
my
Hey,
ass.
hey,
grandma
hey.
had it. We was like, oh yeah, she got the life insurance. Come to find out, it lapsed and no one did it, so she didn't, and we had to,
Damn.
get
That's
That's
what
a whole
together.
happened.
different subject. But I want to say, like he said, just to capitalize on what he said. Yes, get life insurance. And when you get life insurance, make sure you do affinity banking.
You want to break
Right.
that down, or we're gonna have to do another video on
Yeah,
that.
Bro,
we'll
what the hell's going on? Got a commercial? Make sure you do infinity banking. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
IRAs and life policies.
I know. Hold on, shit. We might. They might need to pay us for we advertising
Yeah,
that.
but yeah,
No, just playing.
we should do a video about that because I think that as Black people, we need to do better, and we need to have generational wealth. We
And
need
that's
to,
a good structure for it. Life insurance.
yes.
Yeah, but it's such a morbid purchase.
Well, the thing is,
word.
because
Man.
it deals with mortality rate and everything, but it's actually you can use it during your life. You don't have to wait till you're dead.
That would be nice. I wish you could do that with car insurance because they just take your, don't give you nothing.
Yeah, car insurance in case shit happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
And
hard to
it's
get up in
mandated.
there and be like, man, trying to buy coverage for when you ain't gonna be here. Because I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of.
It protects your
and
children.
Life insurance, it protects you and your children.
If you get it, the earlier you get it in their life, the cheaper it is.
Yeah.
For your whole, you get it for your whole life, but you basically still 100 years old. And if you can pay down by the time you're 65, you just have it. You don't have to worry about it. You know it's there.
Yeah,
It's really good investment.
I know I'm gonna have to look into that shit, man. I'm trying to outlive everybody. I don't even damn. That's why it's
just
hard.
basically only thing you have to do, like if you're
And
already
if you're trying to outlive everybody, you get a
if
new.
you're already saving money,
I'm
right
trying to
now,
be out here like Duncan McLeod, boy. Like,
look, if you're already saving money and you putting money into a bank account, take that money that you already save every week or every paycheck or whatever, every time you do, and throw that into your life insurance. And so then it just be like normal because basically your life insurance is a bank account.
Yep, that's the best way to look at it. It's like a savings account.
Yeah.
for when you die.
Yeah, because I'm finna switch. No, man. Look, they have a death insurance.
Yeah.
Just in case you die. They have that.
They have a couple different ones. They have the death one, and then they have accidental death and dismemberment. So if you lose an arm, you get some money, or an eye.
Correct.
God damn.
Yeah, man. So
look into that shit. It's just too
I
morbid.
got you.
It's just our older look. It's the older people. They were always scared. Oh no, don't do that.
Don't put that on me. Don't you put that on me?
Right, because shit, you put enough coverage on the motherfucker and shit, and they have a slip and fall, you kind of don't care. Shit, this life is hard. I'm scared, dude. That was one of my biggest things. I was like, man, I ain't about to put no coverage.
The thing is, you get the coverage. Don't let people know. Hey, son, daughter, come on in here. Let me tell you something. You get $100,000 if your daddy died tomorrow. You don't tell them.
Right, but I mean, I don't know. Shit, I was always worried. I was like, man, because I don't want to be worth more dead than I am alive. So
yeah, but it's not for you. It's for you just in case anything happens. But it's like he said, it's for your kids too. So if something happens,
you can't trust these kids.
Yeah, but also with the insurance, also with the insurance, if you end up going to the hospital, the ER, they'll pay you while you're there, so you're not losing any money. It's basically recovering loss.
That's ain't life insurance. That's Affleck.
We got that too, though, with the life insurance.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I don't know. My Affleck wasn't really hitting like that. I had
Affleck don't hit like that, but yeah.
Not how they make it seem in the commercial.
You don't have a duck working for you. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that duck always there. Affleck, and then you paid. Duck be chipping people off right there on site. Like,
yeah, that's what happens. Like if you ever get injured, if you got Affleck, you ever get injured, from that time you get injured and while you're in the hospital, they pay.
The occupational insurance.
Mm-hmm. So you can have that. Plus, it's not short-term or long-term disability. It's a whole different.
That's completely different too.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot within insurance. That is a whole actually episode.
Yeah, that would be. On my life insurance, that just kind of makes me just like, ugh. Yeah, I ain't expecting to need none of that. I'm trying to live forever. I'm gonna live forever. I'm never gonna die. Only thing I fear is that I'm never gonna fly. Shit,
all right, because I know everybody ready to get out, but I have to say one thing before we leave.
I want to say one thing too.
Please,
me too.
Kevin Samuels. If you're not a Kevin Samuels fan, I'm sorry, but please protect Kevin Samuels.
What happened to him?
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing happened to him, but you know how they've been trying to attack him and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Kev was a goat. I say protect them all.
Yeah,
Kevin Samuels, we need Kevin. We need Tommy Sotomayor.
we
You
need
gotta give
Phil,
Tommy
the
Sotomayor his
African
props because
diaspora.
he started this gangster shit. And this
Yeah,
is the
all them people,
motherfucking things
whoever
he
they
did.
are. Yeah. What we need to do is saran wrap Stevie Wonder. That's what we need to do.
That's what you wanted to say?
No, that wasn't. I just thought about when you were saying protect these people. Because he's always he's done every tribute to everybody. Who's going to do his?
Probably him.
Hopefully not John Legend.
John Legend is a legend.
You remember when John Legend did Prince and Prince was sitting over there in the crowd looking at this thing like if Prince could have slit that dude's throat, he would have did it.
Yeah, John Legend's just a piano player, man. But that's what I want to say is give you a little Black History tidbit.
Go ahead.
Every week at the end of this month, you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Garrett Morrison, he invented the 3-way traffic light. So originally the traffic light was just stop and go. But he invented the red, yellow, and green. Garrett Morrison, he's a black man. And 15 minutes ago, another black man ran that same exact traffic light because that's what we do. We don't even respect history.
God damn.
Black History Month.
Well, my closing thought is I don't know, I just wanted to give maybe something to the certain fellas that may think about just to remember that if your girl ever tells you size don't matter, it means she truly loves you.
Hey, smart gang here.
You know what size don't matter to? Venus. She don't know what size does. It don't matter to her at all.
Yeah. But,
That's true. That's
true. You don't know what she got.
I'm trying to get that, boy. I see her, boy. It's over.
You'll be going out this motherfucker dry. You gotta be a hell of a nigga. Fucking somebody can find 41 years? Man, I don't know what the fuck she waiting for.
She waiting for me. That's what she waiting for.
Paint yourself yellow and she'll let you hit. Look like a
you need to go get that skin cream because you about 35 shades too dark for Serena or Venus according to those pictures.
Yeah.
That's true.
You need to get look at you and then look at Gerald. You need to get about 5 shades lighter than Gerald. Oh god, man!
Get that vitiligo.
Wow.
Yeah, she'd even look at Gerald like, give her the Drake meme pose.
It's kind of dark around here, young man. Really?
Man. Hey, you know what's funny? What I always said about Gerald? Gerald could pop up dark skin tomorrow and you wouldn't say anything. Like he just looks like he's. It's like weird. He just looks like he would look normal dark skin. Like you would be like, "What happened?" You would just. Shut up. Did you get darker? Oh man.
Wow. On that note, that right there is Jay Almighty, Geraldine.
2 names, not 1.
I'm Super Dope Keys.
Quezzy.
And you just been Chin Check.
Boom!
Really?
Oh man.